What's going on, guys? I'm a state certified instructor. I want to talk about parking. Obviously, in this gray Toyota, this was me yesterday, and this is not a good example. I did use the backup camera, so I'm going to go ahead and take you through how do you stall park? What do you do? What don't you do, right? The lines are a little bit faded, but this is real life. This bluish symbol right here is for handicapped. The one thing you don't know, and you may not care, my dad was handicapped, so I've learned never to park in handicapped spots. In driver's education, we teach you that these spots are specifically for people who are handicapped because they can get out of their vehicle and they can walk right up to the door. Typically, you'll see spots that are faded, and I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a line, and I'm going to walk up the line. You should be able to see it. And you want to, get your car centered in between this line. Hopefully you can see it. And then this line right here. This huge parking block is where you want to get your car up until this block. But obviously you don't want to hit the block because it can damage your car. And look at this one. This one has been knocked down. This is real life here, right? So if you pull up too far, you'll flip it and knock the parking block down. I'm strong, but I'm not strong enough to get that parking block up. Let's kind of look at this car a little bit. It is a little bit sideways in, and I try to teach my students to pull up and maybe get the front of the nose of the car up into the block, okay? Let's talk about my great parking example. No, I'm being sarcastic. This is not a parking example, and if you were my student, you would say, hey, you can't even park, so why are you even doing tutorials? But I thought of this as a teachable moment. So obviously I was parking in sideways, and we're kind of examining this. If you don't know, today I'm here in Iowa, so for a driver's education training. So I saw the orange barriers, and these will damage your car, right? I've had a student hit this one time, and it wasn't a good outcome. So I was focusing more on these, and I was tired. What I should have done was pull up straight with this car, pull up straight as possible. And this is me pulling up straight, but I'm walking straight, and this is your point of view. And then you can kind of see where if I would pull straight, turn the wheels to the left, the car would go straight, and then I will be able to back in. You could get a ticket for parking like this. And also this parking lot is on a downhill drop, as you can tell that I'm walking down. So what do you do if you have spots like this? You can use other cars as a gauge to help you. We have a line here, but they would hit your door. I wouldn't want to park by them. I would have more room where I'm backing out. Stay with me. If this is you backing out, this is the point of view you'll have. You'll pull up, and then you're going to make a 90-degree, just like I'm walking, and you would basically pull in and use this block as a guide, and then you would but you wouldn't be able to see the block. You would have to look out to the line to the left or the line to the right to try to help you. And the same thing here. Can all these people park? Probably not, because they're in a line too. But you'll get your car dented, and that's not healthy for you or for me as your instructor. And as we're kind of coming down, there's some better spots here, but these spots are for parallel parking. So you would come in, possibly at an angle, and look at this spot. This is a pretty good spot here. And this is much wider, so you would come in and pull in and have your car evenly spaced. So as I come up, you always want to drive on the right. Also, beginning drivers tend to drive on the wrong side. We're in North America. We're in Iowa today. I'm here for a driver's education training. So, you would come up the hill, stay to the right, because if you're on the wrong side, I'm going to walk to the wrong side. If you're on the wrong side, you're going to end up hitting cars head on. But this is a good parking spot you should be able to see. You want to have proper space, so when you open your door, you don't want to swing and hit the gate with your door. You don't want to swing and hit another car with your door. You want to have space on both sides. If you have a really nice car, you will park away from everyone. So if you look at this car, and this is a typical driver's ed parking, there's more room on this side, as you can see right here, and there's less room on this side. So how did this happen? They turned the wheel too early. They should have split the parking spot in half. They turned early and all the cars to the right. So that's a failing example. And going back to my job, failing example, I was tired, it was at night, I didn't care, but I want to straighten this up. So I just wanted to share with you today. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. I want to talk to you about a parking tutorial, faded lines, and let's go back to this crazy block in the end. If you're not careful, you're going to end up knocking this parking block over and destroying your car. If this brought you value, subscribe to my channel. I teach drivers tutorials, and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.